Okie dokie artichoke. Good morning, evening, or afternoon, whichever one's going on for you at this current point in time. By the way, subscribe. But anyways, look what came in the mail. Oh yeah. While I was installing a underdoor seal for somebody, hence the little pieces of flooring and whatnot everywhere, I got a notification that this got delivered. So now that I'm home, it's the air tip powered by M12. Trying to save a little money. The M12 is certainly no slouch. With that being said, after making a mess with your M12, that same battery can be taken out and put into your air tip. Well, what the heck is this thing, right? It's covered in a bunch of dust because I was just testing the circular saw. This is the 7 1/4 right-facing circular saw from Flex. Just making a whole bunch of cut and debris and whatnot. And as you can maybe see, let me turn on the light for you. This is embedded sawdust. I'm making a mess on purpose, really working in. See these little bits of plastic and vinyl, really embedding this into the carpet because I wanted to see if this can actually lift it, because the whole point of this thing is to attach it to a shop vac and get a lot more cleaning out of it. This is my apartment, obviously, so when I am cleaning, I'm not just thinking about, cleaning a mess, but me, my dog, this is our carpet. If we have to walk this way, that way, the last thing we want is metal shavings, splinters, all that stuff. So keeping your home or your workshop clean is the name of the game. So you've seen me push it into the carpet. Zoom in action for you a little bit. You can see particles of plastic, of rubber, bits of wood, splinters, chips, and of course, plenty of sawdust. So we're going to see whether this thing is, all bark and no bite, or whether or not it can agitate that up and work. And what are we going to be testing it with? Oh yeah, the Flex 1.6 shop vac. This one has a shop bag in it, so I want all of this crap to keep going in the bag. If we keep that inner HEPA filter safe, use it with bags, it'll last a long time, and keep my area clean. Also, side note, I didn't know that this saw actually has a dust collection, so I've been throwing all this out on purpose just to kind of make a big mess. But this does have the chute for a shop vac, so I can hook it up to the Flex vac. And if you're trying to make a couple of cuts at somebody's house, you're not leaving piles of sawdust everywhere. Let's do it. Just to be clear, yes, it is the standard M12 battery gauge that you see on all the tools. Here's the power button, and this is a little adjusting valve, so if you need more suction or less suction, you can open that valve so that's open and that's closed. So it does the same type of, let me just to show you, it does the same valve control that you can do with the vac from Flex, where you can open, so a little less suction. If you are getting hung up on something, you can adjust the pressure to less or completely closed for more suction. You can do the same thing here, so that's pretty neat. And also it accommodates 1 1/4 like the Flex. It does 1 7/8 like my rigid 3-gallon, and then a full 2.5 like the my rigid 14-gallon. So if you got the big ones or the small ones, all shop vacs are accessible. So as you can see, I got one notch. That's one notch of battery. Let's see how far we get with it. And it has a crazy nice LED on the front. Super bright, so you know exactly where you're going. Also, it's again, this is the whole point of the tool. Probably should have started with this. So it has the black bristles, which are softer, and then the red ones are more aggressive. So this just spins and it articulates for, different surfaces. So let's see. All right, now, just to give it the certified check, I probably could do one more pass, but all of the stuff that I embedded and I pressed in and stepped on and, made sure that I try to get it deep into the fibers to see whether or not it could pull it. I have no doubt that the Flex has enough suction for something like this anyway, but I want to see whether the agitation is able to get into those fibers and really pull what's in there. Again, this does not have any suction. It is just an attachment for your shop vac. So if your shop vac is lacking in suction, you need to make a new purchase and buy a better one. But as far as this, I am using the Flex on high. And I've already done a video on the suction and all the stuff for the Flex vacuum. So if you're interested in checking that out, that might be something for you. Otherwise, I like the Rigid 3-gallon vacuum, the NXT. That one, that's my baby. But again, not bad for having one cell, because this is like a 1.5 amp hour battery. So this is the smallest M12 they got, and it's got some decent power. So probably a slap on a 3, it should be even better. So now that we know that it got through the sawdust section, we're going to move over to all the scattered vinyl and rubber. I know that's a little bit thicker, so I want to see if it can grab those fibers, because they may be a little more stubborn. Alrighty, it's giving me the blink of death like, yo, charge me. So I can already hear like that motor is winding down like, yo, I'm done here. But for what it is, you know, is this something for you? Well, let's see. Going over it a few times, again, it is not holding anything, but pretty solid for what it is. Again, it got through sawdust, it got through plastic and vinyl, rubber, this kind of thing. I'd say these fibers are probably about a 1/4 inch long in depth. I wouldn't go further than that. So if you have really thick carpets, this is not for you. But anything 1/4 inch or less, you're gonna find very little, right? And again, bigger battery will probably give you a little more kick. I basically gave this thing a dead battery to work with, and it did perfectly fine. Got to give a shout out to the vacuum for doing its job too. So is this worth it? And I would say it's normally 80 bucks. I saw it on Home Depot for like $49. So definitely, if I can get almost half off for this, heck yeah, it's a win in the book. And I wouldn't open this if you're doing carpet. Just leave it on full suction, because the space between the fibers is going to, you know, be plenty of air. So you won't get stuck anywhere. Leave it on full suction closed. You should be good. One more thing I did want to test is on my shower mat. Obviously, you know, whether I take my home vacuum, shop vacs, anything, it just immediately, it'll just pick the mat up, and, you know, it doesn't really help anything. It'll just kind of grab it. Then I have to turn the vacuum off, set it back up, try again. Eventually, I just end up getting a drill brush and just kind of going through it and then collecting it off the floor. But now that I have something that can agitate as it's sucking, and then it has a manual valve if I need to adjust it, we'll see whether or not this will do it without giving it that big bunch up that is super annoying. So we shall see. Oh, by the way, in case anybody cares, this is about 13 inches by, call it 8.5 inches, right to the end. So in case anybody cares, that's the dimensions, and that is including the little stub out for the 1.25 inches. So fun fact, right? The more you know. Once again, nice friction fit. I'm gonna go low this time just to see if I can do this without making too much noise. So as you can see, just for fun, we're gonna slap in a 5.0 high output battery. Obviously, you see how it kind of hangs to the side from your hand. Naturally, you want to go with the CP batteries. Hopefully, in the future, I would like to see M12 make a 3.0 high output that is CP. They do have the 2.5s, I guess. So yeah, actually, matter of fact, let me go get one of those while recording this, and it's right there. I actually forgot I have a 2.5 high output. It's like today new that I needed to use it. But anyways. Okay, so it's definitely gentle enough to hit fibers like this. Unlike my normal carpet fibers, these little mats like this are definitely a lot more fine, and so they have a lot more ability in these fibers to trap stuff. But it is definitely clean, apart from some pieces that are just like really stomped in. But again, these are little pieces of like wood and stuff like that. Again, I'm all over the place with fixing and cleaning and doing stuff, so we shall. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you? My dog is like outright over there, please. Okay. Anyways, it's something that you definitely, if you're using it for thicker, more fine fibers, I would definitely maybe not go for the air tip. This is definitely for looser debris, stuff that's on top, not stuff that's like melted into your carpet or anything like that. This is, again, not a floor cleaner, just something to kind of agitate the fibers to get whatever is on the more superficial side of things. Now, something that as I'm editing, I forgot to mention was that I wouldn't recommend this product if you are not the type of person who likes those one and done type of products, because I checked the warranty, I checked parts, I checked everything. Milwaukee does not sell a separate roller brush, so pretty much when these bristles wear out eventually, you're going to find that you're going to have to go buy an entire unit. Even if the lights work, even if the motor is still perfectly fine, nothing wrong with anything, you will still have to go buy another one just because that roller brush is gone. If you can find this thing for like 20 bucks, then I get it, but you're not paying $80 every time the teeth on this or the bristles wear out. That's just crazy to me. Failure on Milwaukee for not making that available. If somebody knows where I can get replaceable brushes, then I will change my tune. But as far as this, I'm going to say a one and done product is not something I'm into, so not for me, but maybe for you. Effective, and it does what it's supposed to do, but not if I have to keep spending money on it every time, one little part of the tool goes bad when the rest of it's perfectly fine. I don't like just constant plastic just getting tossed to the side. So, with that being said, this air tip needs another battery, and I am out of here. You have yourself an excellent day. Is this something you need, or is this completely stupid? Or is it completely stupid and something you need? I want to know. Is this dumb, or do you want it? Let me know. Work smart.